Eviahn, appreciate you joining me here today. How excited are you to go up against Dayne Viernes, Power Slap number 7 on April 12th?
Oh, I'm super excited, man. What's going on? Do definitely feel like this match is definitely gonna make it or break it for me, you know? I need to be able to show everybody that I'm supposed to be here, you know. I'm meant to be here in Power Slap.
For sure. I mean, you've had a very unusual start to your career in Power Slap, some ups and some downs. You know, you've been in there as an alternate. You know, they seem to be keeping you around for a reason. Do you feel like this is your opportunity to show up and show out?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I think is you know. Came out there in February just in case Makini or Danny didn't want to fight, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm very blessed that they are keeping me around, and now that I get an opportunity to show my worth.
100%. I mean, Dayne Viernes, they've held him down as the number one contender now for, the better part of 3/4 of a year that he's been out in a
Mm,
way. Do you think
mm,
that's a testament to the skill set that he has? Like, I mean, we've seen the one match. Have you been able to study that?
mm. Yeah, I did see the match against him and Slap for Cash, I do believe.
Mhm.
Um, I have been looking at, been watching some film, looking at hand placements, on different guys, certain guys, you just got to hit them differently, you know. But I've definitely been watching my film on him. I know he's left-handed. I'm gonna eat that left hand,
Mhm.
and shit, I'm ready for a knockout round too.
Absolutely, my man. I mean, we've seen you, with a lot of emotion and passion. And, I could think back. I forget who slapped you, but I remember the first time we seen you up there. The first slap you received, you took after took a big exhale in, and you just yelled, kind of coming out. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the emotion and, like, for you, does the fight really start after you've been hit?
Yes, sir. I definitely say the fight for me definitely starts after getting hit, because just like you stated, the fight I had against Makini Manu, him slapping me and me standing there and seeing that I was able to take it, and I'm still standing, very much conscious. My emotions ran high, felt like I had to give out a battle cry, let them know that I'm coming with something stronger.
Yeah. Do you think Dane is a step up in competition compared to McKinney?
Honestly, I don't think so. I feel like they're similar build. Of course, I do believe McKinney's a little bit heavier, um, but altogether, I do feel like they'll pretty much be the same. Just with them, what I gotta work with is I do believe they're the same height, and I know me when it comes to height differentials. I gotta work on technique and hand placement.
Yeah, for sure. So what have you been doing since Power Slap number 6? I mean, have you been training every day? You working hard? What's your daily routine look like?
Oh, I still play football. I'm on a semi-pro team at the moment right now. I've been going in the weight room every day. I do catch myself. A couple of the weight rooms that I go to, they have the little Bob mannequin that you can work on. I've been slapping him a couple times. Just improving on football technique, as far as like swim moves, working on speed. That's one thing I would say I've been working on a lot is speed, because I seen what I could do if I add speed with my power. If I continue matching speed with power, I feel like I'm gonna be a very big problem in this league.
For sure. Someone of your stature with the wingspan that you have, do
Mm.
you feel that the box is actually too small for you? And do you find yourself at the back of it still having to adjust your hand placement?
Honestly, that is something that I've also been working on. I got a little box right now in my garage, about the same size as the box that we got to stand in. I do believe that with my wingspan and the size of the box, it does messes with me a little bit because it's hard for me to actually get my measurement of where my hand is going to land, because I'm so tall, like my hand can still go very much past, the opponent's back of the head. So I've been working on that, been working on different forms of slaps. So I'm about to come and give y'all a show come April 12th.
You know, are you dead set on staying in super heavy? Like, do you feel that's where you're most comfortable at?
I'm honestly, I've been cutting weight.
Mhm.
I see a lot of the guys in heavyweight division, there's a lot of similar faces. I did feel like I wanted to go down to heavyweight just so I can get a rematch with Brian Ellis.
Mhm.
Um, but right now, I think I'll stick with super heavyweight. I do feel like this is the perfect weight class right now for me for learning, at least.
Totally. You know, being on the actual main card itself, you're the third to last fight.
Mm.
Being a live audience in the apex, are you worried at all about the anticipation? Because we know that you're going to be there early. We know you're going to have to watch 5 other fights, and then
Mhm.
getting in there with that live audience. Like, are you bred for this? Are you ready? Are you going to tap into your football experience to help you hone in on that moment?
Honestly, yes, sir, I am. I'm going to tap very much into what I've experienced in with football. I've played in big arenas filled with
Mhm.
millions of people. So I don't feel like the crowd or nothing like that is going to distract me too much. I know I was the last fight back in Power Slap Road to the Title season 2.
Mhm.
Me and Brian were the last fight of that night. So I'm used to watching everybody come down and then finally getting there. So I don't think that'd be a big problem. I'm very much going in there with a straight mindset, and
Mhm.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Awesome, man. April 12th comes along. You get called to go out there. How do you see this fight unfolding? You think it's going to be over early, or do you think it's going to go the distance?
Well, I'm gonna try to make it early. I'm gonna try to make this fight go by early. You know, I've really, really implemented hand placement with me because that was my biggest problem back in Power Slap Road to the Title. I could never get my hand placement right, after the second slap or after the first slap. So I've been really, really working on that, and I think I can find where Mr. Viernes' chin is at under that beard.
Absolutely. I mean, from our standpoint, you seem very much, I'll call it a dark horse, I think, on this card, because I don't think the majority of people really know your personality. I mean, I
Mhm.
don't even know, I've talked to you now, 2 or 3 times, met you in person. I still don't feel like I know you personally. You know,
Mhm.
if you could explain to somebody in, 20, 30 seconds, who is the man, Eviahn Scott?
Um, Honestly, Eviahn Scott is just a hardworking, dedicated man. I do very much know nobody knows me, and this is a very, very big fight for me, and it's going to be more favored towards Viernes, because his brother is champion. He got the publicity right now. But man, I'm just here to show people different. Genuine person. I do this just to make sure I can make opportunities for family, and shit. I'm just all around good person. But you mess with me, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, basically.
Awesome, man. Okay, one last one. Dayne Viernes watching this interview. What do you want to say to
Mm.
him?
Dang man, you've been slapping these really fat boys, getting the shine that you supposed to, but you ain't win against nobody like me. I'll be ready for this fight. It's gonna be different.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you joining me. Best of luck. Travel safe. We'll see you there in Las Vegas.
Yeah, sorry to see you, April.